Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Did he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. To throw now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Gone. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down, 9 yards to go. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Play action. It's gone. Complete out right to Jake Butt. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 9 yards. 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down, here's Goff. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And some room to work. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw on second down is gone. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A beautiful fake. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On the ground, it's Cook. And look out, I think he's going to go. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Out of the gun. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
All right, here we go. Over.
On 2nd down, Cook. call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Let's go! 319! 319! Leopard!
Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
He'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Back to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And that one makes it 14 to 7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They run it again with Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now let's go. Leopard. 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 Leopard.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Finding room at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll try the air now with Gone. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Goff on third down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go now. Leopard. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Switch. All right, now, look at 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll set up a throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
In motion, James, the tight end. On first down, it's gone. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Gall. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded at the 20. Oh, look at the juke. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession.
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On first down, gone. James has got it, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he motions the wide receiver. Here's Goff now on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal.
Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Myers able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's Cook. They find some open field here. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play that time for the Colts. 73 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Mack. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So now on 4th down, Chuck Pagano turns to the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Goff on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. From the 50, it's gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2. Gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Gone. And Robinson with a big catch.
And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big gain of 31 on third down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Defense showing blitz. On second down, here's Goff. That's complete to Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is. Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. No. Check. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Check.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the wideout in motion. Now a play fake here on first down. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They start the drive with Cook. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This is Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
One last throw here for Goff. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone. But anytime you're outside the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in.